Hey y'all, welcome back to day 27 of the Success Series, where I teach you how to make more money as a model in 30 days or less. If you're new to me, my name is Lola Shell. I'm an internationally working, multi-agency represented, full-time model, and I coach models just like you on how to book their next paid modeling jobs in 2 weeks or less. So if you're into that, follow for more. It's day 27, and something that's actually popped up both with the models that I've been coaching one-on-one and some of you models out there in the inters of nets is applying to jobs with an agency versus without an agency. What is the protocol? So I thought, I don't know if you guys can tell by the uniform that you guys have seen for my self-tapes and the fact that I have the self-tape up here, that I have done a self-tape today, okay? Actually, I've done two. Both of them were with agencies, and I thought that it'd be really good to show you guys the protocol and really talk to you guys about the protocol of what it is to apply to a job with an agency versus without an agency. So first and foremost, the process is the same. The accountability is different, okay? What do I mean by that? To do a self-tape is the same whether I went to my agencies or not. The client, the casting agency, production is going to send the same instructions whether it comes through my agency or comes directly to me. The action of the self-tape is the same. Where they want you to submit it is going to be the same. It can either be the platform which you applied to the modeling job on, or they'll say to WeTransfer it, or they'll have a platform of their own where you need to submit it. That is still the same. It doesn't change just because I have an agency, right? A lot of the times, where they want you to send it is going to be exactly the same. And then the outcome. The outcome is going to be the same with an agency or without one. Either you're going to book the job or you're not. So the application process is the same. The accountability is different. What do I mean by that? When I'm submitting with a modeling agency, if my submission has not been turned in 24 hours beforehand, the day of, my agent is going to be like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but you have a self-tape. You have an audition. You have a go-see. You need to do that. You need to confirm. You need to make sure we know that you're going to do X, Y, and Z. Now, I will say this for me. Because I'm so used to submitting to paid modeling jobs, I don't accept a media request until I have the files to do it. Because what ends up happening, it's just kind of like human psychology where you talk about your goal so much that you don't actually do your goal. Same thing with me. If I hit accept on a self-tape request and I don't actively have it done, I will forget. I will think that I've already done this. So I normally do not accept it until I have the materials. But on the agent side of things, they're just like, is she going to submit? Is she going to submit? Is she going to submit? So the accountability is different. And I'm talking about my agents have called me, they have texted me, they have emailed me. And then same thing with the platform that I'm submitting on. If it's a booking that I'm getting and they're choosing to do casting networks as the platform to submit on, then sometimes they'll send you an automated email saying, hey, don't forget, right? Sometimes the casting director will follow up with a little question and say, hey, we don't have these materials. Are you sending them over? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the accountability is just a little bit different, okay? When you're applying on your own, if you don't send the self-tape, you don't send the self-tape. Ain't nobody hunting you down. Nobody's, oh my gosh, are you going to turn this in? You might have, if it's directly to a client, you might have a client who says, hey, we're missing X, Y, and Z material from you. Or a casting director might, be used to seeing you or know the client's really interested in you or your look and say, hey, you're missing X, Y, and Z. Or, hey, we haven't gotten X, Y, and Z. Might happen. All right, I can count on two hands how many times that's happened to me in my career where outside of my agent, when it was when I submitted to a job on my own where somebody else followed up with me. It's one of those things. So if you're interested about the etiquette though, about submitting to jobs outside of your agency, you need to go back and look at your contract. This is something I always talk to my models with when I work with them one-on-one, and it's reading your contract. If you're in an exclusive contract, then how you go about submitting to modeling jobs outside of your agency is drastically different than if you have a non-exclusive contract. Just want to throw that out there. All right, so that is me running you guys down on what it's like to apply for modeling jobs with an agency and without an agency. Either way, application process still the same. Just the accountability, tad bit different. That's all. All right, guys, we'll see you guys back here, same time, same place tomorrow.